Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Friday. We're opening up some toys. It's been a long week. Tired, and I got a whole bunch of stuff to open up. Um, got a lot of things that actually came over the last week, and I'm gonna wait until people come in. But wherever you are at, hope you're well. And just checking up my streams too. This is actually my first time streaming with Instagram, so it's kind of weird because it doesn't switch it. So on YouTube is actually much better for you to take a look at it. Um, so it's kind of an experiment to see like how this is gonna look because it looks terrible actually. I'm looking at it right now. It looks really bad on Instagram. Um, wow. So yeah, if you're coming on the Instagram, definitely go to YouTube instead because like it looks pretty ridiculous. I wish there was a way where it would automatically know that if you're in 16 by 9, it would just rotate it for you. So that's just not the case, unfortunately. But I'm also just checking to see what it looks like. Yeah, not great. Pretty disappointed actually with how this looks, because it looks great on YouTube. It's a nice little format. This looks bad. You only see this one little tiny section, which is right over here. And I mean, I could move it over, but it's whatever. I think I'll just have to kind of wing it a little bit here. That'll be like the box where I put the toys. Or I guess I could try and do this on the fly here. Let's see. No joy. Wish I could fix this, but I think like what you guys are looking at is you're just looking at this really narrow thing, so kind of a bummer, but it's okay. Just bear with me, everybody. We gotta do this all on the fly. On the fly, right into your eye. And here you can actually see the madness that's going on right now. This is ridiculous. Okay, if I just move that over just a little bit, move that down. This is how we do it. We do it live. It's amazing. Here's my face. Should see it soon. I had to actually watch what it looks like on on the after to see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like here. See if we can correct this. But how are you guys doing? Hope you're well wherever you are at. Let me know in the chat how you are, where you're coming from. I'm tired, and I sound tired because it's been a week. I'm exhausted. Okay, let's see here. Yep, that's what that looks like. So what I would like to do is just move this centered. Yep, almost there. Quickly clack, 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 clack. Not the greatest, but it'll do, pig. It'll do. How does that look? Does that look better? Just waiting for this. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I think I'm just gonna have to take that because we need to give the people what they want. They came here for toys, right? I think that's what people want. Okay, so yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. we're opening a bunch of McFarlane figures. This is actually not what we're opening up. We're actually opening up a bunch of stuff, but I gotta move this keyboard out of the way. So let me make some real estate. We're opening up a bunch of stuff, so I'll show you here, but we got a lot of things in the mail. Got the multiverse for Infinite Crisis, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Jesus, why is it so hard to say that? Crisis of Infinite Earths. We just got the whole wave in the mail, so we got this one here. We got Kid Flash over here. We got Psycho Pirates in the mail. What else we got? We also got Steel in the mail. We got Superman from that wave. And I haven't opened this one up, but there's also Black Lightning, so I got that from it's a Walmart exclusive, and I had to kind of buy that on Mercari. And the one that was really hard to get for a lot of people was a Wonder Woman, and I actually got that, luckily I bought it on Amazon and on Target because I was paranoid that they would cancel the pre-order. And Target did cancel the pre-order, so I actually got this from Amazon. So I was pretty happy about that. So, yeah, pretty happy about that. Let's see, we gotta refresh the feed here. Okay. This is still very much an experiment to see if how Instagram is gonna work here. So if you say hi in the feed, let me know if you are coming in there, because I'm trying to see if it's also coming on the primary end. So, chat, say hey, that sort of thing. But I'm actually going to open up Steel and open up these later because I want to. And Farrah, you joined. You know how the week has been, and you get to see what I get to do in the weekends, which is play with my toys. So, yeah. Hey, from Brazil. What's up, man? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. It's the artwork for Steel looks pretty cool. There he is in the front end. A lot of people didn't like this Steel, but I actually really like this whole wave of that 90s Death of Superman thing. I really like those characters a lot. So when they put this out, I was pretty happy. It's pretty awesome. Mike, what's up, man? Good to see you on here. This is actually my first time using Instagram to live stream via Restream, and it's not ideal. It's not great. I'm not even getting the chat windows from this at all in all this stuff. It's kind of a bummer. Yeah, it is very much a bummer that it's not working great. But I mean, it's the first time actually where a service is actually giving you the option to stream to Instagram, via multi-cams and all that stuff. Other than doing other open source things. I'm not gonna bore you with that, but it's sometimes I do it for work, sometimes I don't. Dude, go to your margarita fair. Don't stay here. I'm gonna get that margarita later after my stream. It's good to see ya. See ya. Bye bye. Mike, yeah, the dual cam. Thanks, man. I found this camera from work, and it's not great. It's honestly really grainy. I don't love it, but I found it in the office. Nobody was using it, so. And oh, dude, Tony, were you actually able to get that wave from the McFarlane store, even though you're all the way down there? Because that thing sold out pretty quick, and I'm not a fan of the price of this. It was pretty expensive for the Crisis on Infinite Earths wave. Wow. Okay. One of the funny things about this figure is it's the hammer. It really is very flimsy. It's kind of funny how that is. I'm just gonna fix a couple things here. All right, clean up that image. Awesome. Oh, Mike, you were showing some people my accounts. That's cool, man. I do my weekly streams for video games. Right now, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and it's been fun. But it's also I got to a part where it's actually kind of annoying because of all the mini games, and I want to go with the story. But the mini games are fun, I guess. Um, and Elden Ring. So Elden Ring is really freaking hard. Funky Kong, what's up, man? Ah, look at that. That's cool. Steel. Usually what I like to do also is when I have these things, I like to just show the card because I'm actually a big fan of these cards. I collect them. But yeah, Steel. Reign of Superman, Mr. John Henry Irons. Cool. And there he is right here. There's Steel. Look at that. It's a little dark, isn't it? Try to see if I can... Yeah, how about that, huh? Extra light. We got all the light. We got so much light going on in here. Oh, there's kind of there's some paint blemishes on this dude on right on his crotch. There's a lot of blue on here. This is kind of weird, actually. It really looks like it was a blue Superman, and then they painted it green, and then you can still see the blue of. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but I see it. It really looks like there was a blue undercoat on here, some sort. But yeah, it's cool character. I like Steel. He's pretty cool. Oh. And Mike, yeah, it doesn't look enough like Shaq, is what you're saying. I mean, this isn't Shaq. Um, you know that. I know you do, because you're a nerd like me. Ugh. I can't get his hammer. I've seen what some people do with this thing is they actually snip this, and then they get a metal rod, and they just dab it in there to make an actual steel shaft. But like as it is, it's like it's very flimsy, not great. But I just want to make him hold the hammer. Gonna open up the hand. How you doing, Mike? Did you like Dune 2? Pretty sure you did. Dune 2 was so good. I kind of want to watch it again. Just because it was just a joy to watch that movie. Okay. There you go. There's Steel. That's cool. All right. So, just put him aside. Put him right over there. Put this right over here. It's been a while since I've actually done one of these toy streams. I moved. You know, I don't live in my apartment anymore. I live in my condo. And this is my office. And it's where other things will happen eventually down the road. So if you're late to the show, there's a bunch of cool stuff that I'm opening up here. There's also Black Lightning. I fortunately got the Wonder Woman action figure that a lot of people had trouble getting, and then I have the entire anti-monitor wave. You know, so you build this dude, which is the monitor. And you know, after thinking about it, they chose the wrong characters for this. They really shouldn't have given you another Superman. They should have actually given you Pariah. They should have just gone deep cuts, because like this is kind of a deep cut wave at this point. Like no one really, unless you're like a really like hardcore DC fan, you wouldn't know these characters. But like you would know the Spectre is a big character in that storyline, and you know Superman is too. But it's like you'd want to. Honestly, I'd want a Pariah. I want a deep cut. I want a Pariah action figure, and yeah, there's a Kid Flash. Right. Psycho Pirate, that's the whole reason. Like aside from the Spectre and making the Monitor, Psycho Pirate is another great figure to have in the collection. So I'm gonna open up another black action figure in honor of February, Black History Month, being late. Oh, I want to see the Superman again? It's kind of weird looking. Look at this. It's not quite Flesher, but it kind of has the look of Flesher. You know, it's like it's the blue tone where it's lighter, and then it's his sign. The sign is just like that really old school look, but the face is not flesher. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. What's weird though is when I open this up, you'll see a card in there, and Superman. This one here is old Superman. He has some gray on the side of his head, but the action figure doesn't have it. There's an interesting story. There's been some speculation about this wave, about why it was important, and I'll go into it when I get to it. But that was a very expensive wave. Yeah, Black Lightning. This was a Walmart exclusive, and I live near one Walmart, which I have not been to, and it's very hard to find any Walmart exclusives, in my opinion. A lot of people will complain about the exclusives in general, because it limits action figures for everybody, because you're forced to go through specific routes, and if they don't have all the availability, etc., etc. I don't work in a toy business, so I don't know everything. But what I do know, for me personally, is that the what's it called? Walmart exclusives are the hardest thing for me to get, because I don't live near one, and then you'd have to order online. But then online, it actually is not an online inventory. It's a nearest to you inventory, so it has to be near you in order for you to order something. So that's difficult right away. Mike, you're asking, have I seen to the Black Lightning SNL sketch with that? Was it the actual Black Lightning from DC Comics? Because that sounds ridiculously funny. It's such a deep cut for a character for the 90s. Yeah, send that to me sometime. All right, so figure number 2. So there's the thing I'm having trouble with is I have no space to display my action figures, and that partly is because I don't have any shelves, and I need to go buy shelves. But in order to buy the shelves, you got to have the money to buy the shelves, and I don't have the money to buy the shelves. So that's where I'm at. Here's the card right over there. He's bald. This guy's not bald. The heck is this? Bald hair. Bald hair. I really wish they would at least get it right. This one's cool because it actually has a change of hands. It's pretty nice. I usually put the hands into a plastic bag. I never use them, or I do use them. I don't know. It depends. Oh, this is cool. The hands have glowy things. That's pretty cool. Retro, what's up? It's good to see you come in. We're opening up a bunch of toys today. DC McFarlane action figures. We got a big wave that came in a couple days ago, and I'm going to open them up. But for now, open up some back stock. Got Black Lightning over here. It's cool. So what do you like about Dune, man? Because I loved it. The only thing that I didn't love was that I wanted an extra 30 minutes of Dune because it was so good. That's the only thing. I kind of think they ran out of money and we can't make any more Dune. Alright, so yeah, you love that crunchy action, don't you? I think it's funny that Farah, my coworker, came in and she was like, "Oh, that's what you're doing." And she was like, "I'm out of here." Not cool. Dude, the final fight, when they were in the 3 worms, it was so legit. I was like, whoa. When they were riding on those 3 worms, and I was like, oh my god. Let's go. And so good. It was yeah, I'm not even really that big of a Dune fan. I've never read any of the books, but yeah, that was a great movie. Yo, seppuku, what's up? How's my favorite oxymoron? If you don't know what that is, I read to inform you. You should learn what that is. Oh, this is I like the articulation of this figure. So, 2 black guys. This one's black. This one doesn't want you to let want you to know he's black, but he is black. Uh, yeah, I like this buck. A buck is if you don't know, a buck is the action figure, um, the actual body, and then they reuse it for things. But I like this one because it's very easy to manipulate and get these like dynamic angle shots and things like that. You know. Let's see, like there's another one. Yeah, just a cool action figure. Yo, so what's how's the weekend treating you, Seppuku? Got any plans this weekend? See this one here, it's kind of it's just kind of hard to get the middle to even get it into an angle. And I used to do a lot of dynamic poses for my figures, but then as of late I've actually reduced the amount that I try to do. I just have them just stand normally because it takes too much room and I want to display more figures in here. Let's see if I'm missing any other messages, but looks like there's two others saying hey. Huh. Also just checking the fidelity of my things here. So interesting. I wish I can provide feedback for how Restream goes to Instagram because it's not great. All right, well, Mike, thanks for coming by. It's good to hear from you. I really want to hang out again. We will definitely figure out a day to go watch the Ghostbusters movie. So that'll be a thing to do when it comes out. A game day. Are you gonna just play a lot more Helldivers? Is that the plan? All right. So the next one we're gonna open up is Wonder Woman. This one here, so the story about this one, if you don't know about this, is that um, this figure, it was a Target exclusive, and then Amazon and some other stuff. It was a really hard to find figure, and it's kind of ridiculous because everyone knows that this is the figure that everybody has been wanting for quite a long time because it is the classic Wonder Woman action figure look. And it's been 3 years or 4 years now with Todd McFarlane at the helm with the action figures from DC. Personally, I think he's doing a really good job and he's destroying my wallet, but with inflation and everything, I've actually reduced the amount of figures that I've purchased. I'm pretty picky now with the action figures, but I did know that once I got this figure, I was like, well, definitely you have to get it. And then I bought two. I bought one in Target and I bought one in Amazon. They were both $30, and then they all sold out. They started showing up on other websites like Entertainment Earth, and then they were selling that for like, I don't know, $40 an extra. Like it was getting expensive. It's getting ridiculous. So I was really glad that I was able to get this fulfilled by Amazon. I would have been pretty bummed because this is pretty cool. It's one of those special ones where it comes with a useless stand here. Yeah. So yeah, let's open it up. Open it up. This weekend, Seppuku, I'm gonna be playing. My cousin's actually over, so we're gonna be entertaining him, and we're gonna have a pretty short stream. We're gonna end the stream in like about half an hour or so. But typically I've been doing like 2 to 3 hour streams for my gameplays, which has taken a lot of getting used to sitting in a chair for 2 to 3 hours and not getting up. I mean, you'd think I'd be used to that because I'm editing, but I get up when I'm editing. Cool. So, first things first. That game does look really fun, Seppuku. Looks pretty fun. But I'm barring myself from any new purchases unless it's for the house. But yeah, look at that. That is cool. Whoa. I like how it doesn't have the outside, like the white stroke, the frame, the border, and it's just the full image. Ooh, it's shiny. Look at that. Whoa. Ooh, this isn't shiny except for the silver, but then it's embossed. That's cool. There's a lot of stuff that comes with this figure too. Actually pretty sweet. Yeah. Also just gonna check on my other things here. Let's see. And I'm just gonna tell my buddy that I am also watching some stuff. Give me a second. My first time in going onto Instagram to live stream, and it's not perfect. I mean, it's cool, but it's not perfect, but whatever. Let's see here. My buddy over here. I'm streaming. There you go. Yeah, this is cool. It has a shield, a battle axe, a sword, 4 different hands that come with it, and then the lasso of truth, which is actually a braided rope. Wow, that's pretty good. Sometimes you get these things and you're like, why did they sell me this? And you gotta take off the little plastic thing. Ariana hates these little things.
They're everywhere.
She's right next to me, and she's like, they're everywhere. Yeah, I know, right, Seppuku? Akira Toriyama. That guy is a legend. He's a very much, if Miyazaki is called the Disney of Japan in terms of like the animation of stuff, like Toriyama is not that far off. Like one could argue that he is the sole reason why anime is as big as it is in the US, because of how Dragon Ball Z attracted so many people. And then my generation was the first to ever see it on TV, so it was pretty amazing to see it. Ooh, Wonder Woman. Wow, that looks pretty cool. I like this. Let's see. It's also very warm in this room. That's pretty cool. It's a good looking figure. Shiny. It's like old school style. And then like the color tones on her are good too. The other Wonder Woman figures that have come out in the past, not great. And I really like this articulation where it has these butterfly joints. This is a really good figure. This is a great figure. I really like this one. Wow. I wish she was a little taller. I mean, some people maybe like Gal Gadot's a little bit smaller than the other DC characters, right? But Wonder Woman's kind of cool if she was as like a 5'10", 6 feet. If she was a giant, that's pretty cool. See, these hands though, I'm not gonna change the hands out. I'm honestly nervous about changing the hands out for stuff because I'm afraid I might break them. Because it's happened in the past where it's like I want to change a hand out and then bam, hand breaks. Happened to my Lex Luthor action figure. Happened to a couple of other ones. So we'll just put them over here. Keep them nice and safe. Though, yeah. Did you like any of Toriyama's stuff? I mean, you like a lot of anime, but Dragon Ball Z is kind of like mainstream basic anime, It's like the one that's appealed to the most people over, like, initially, and then anime got big enough where it wasn't as weird, you know, like when I was in school, it was weird to watch anime. Like, if you watched it, then you were a weird kid. Um, but I'm not really too much into anime, but at the same time, I do enjoy it. You know, it's like if there's something that's good and I really like it, then I'll keep with it. Um, that being said, I haven't watched a single new episode of Spy Family or my Hero Academia. Haven't watched any of that, so haven't been great. I'm gonna keep this together because I just want to put it on her belt. Yeah, it's on her belt. Lasso of truth on the belt. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get this on. You have to use your imagination when putting these up. The sword. Get in there. Oh no, the hand came off. Okay, it didn't break off though. um, yeah, I gotta do that. That's my secret. And just bite it, and then it'll open up. This is a great figure. I really like this one. Wow. Like I really like how even like the limbs are much more articulate. You can definitely like pose it in more if you wanted to. Yeah, that's cool. Like if she's guarding up against like some big force, she'll just kind of go like this, like a hammer. That's pretty cool. And her skin tone too is really good. And there's like a slight pinkish. It's not like the pale hot dog legs that Gal Gadot had. This is an awesome figure. Wow, really good. Hair looks good. Yeah, really good figure. That's really well done. Well done, McFarlane. So next one is we got a bunch of these now. We got this whole wave, and I was telling I didn't show this really quick, but like it comes with a little stand. These are honestly kind of useless because once you have one, you don't need any more. That's literally all it does. It's just a piece of plastic they sell you. That's it. Yeah. It's a yeah, just takes up space. So we got a bunch of these. I was showing these at the very beginning of the live stream, and we're almost done here. We're only going to go for another 25 minutes so I can go and enjoy my Friday. But we got a bunch. We got the Spectre, and this is a whole wave. I don't know if you saw, but this one here, it's a BAF wave that builds this guy here, and this guy's the monitor. It comes from this old 1985 storyline from DC called Crisis on Infinite Earths. And it's okay, you know, like it's honestly dated writing in my opinion, but it's such an iconic storyline. So yeah, there's the Spectre, he's an integral character of that. There's also Psycho Pirates. He's a really cool character. He's in the story. It's he has a very specific power, which is they use his power for whatever I forget, but he's a pretty cool character. And it also comes with a Superman character, which it's specifically Superman of Earth 2. But it's not you know, it's whatever, you know. I wouldn't have preferred that they give us this one here. I would have actually done this where it was a different character from that storyline. And another one is Kid Flash. So this one's okay because we haven't gotten this style of Kid Flash before. You know, it's mostly been modern, and this is definitely an older 1980s style character style to it. But it's like instead of these two, I would have much rather have it be these other characters that are deep cut. So another character from it who's really important is what's his name? Pariah. Pariah is this character. He's actually the very beginning to the storyline, and the mythos is that a character has committed some sin, cardinal sin or whatever, and his curse is to watch worlds die over and over and over and over again. Um, and that's his whole thing. It's very confusing. It's very like 1980s cosmic, very 1980s comic book style writing. So yeah, we're gonna open up these. The story about these. I'm gonna open up Kid Flash first. The story of these character of this wave is actually pretty interesting, and a lot of people have been complaining about it because it's expensive. This is $140 for this wave. It's pretty expensive. And it's like, in this economy, it's expensive. Normally these figures are $25 if it comes with a piece that you have to build another figure. If it's a regular figure, maybe it's $20 or maybe it's $23, $22.99. And it's been slowly creeping. And that Wonder Woman figure was $30, and these for this entire wave was $140. So mathematically, $140. I'm not going to do the math. Well, I'm going to do math because it bothers me. Let's see. 140 divided by 4. That's $35 per figure plus tax plus shipping. Paying a lot of money for that. So a lot of people complained about it. I just knew that my basic rule of thumb is that if I want the figure, then I will buy it. But the caveat here is that I have to be extremely picky about what I want to get these days, because I have a quite a collection of McFarlane action figures, and I don't need redundancy anymore. Like, I don't need every Batman, for example. And then he makes a lot of Batman action figures, that's for sure. And for me, it's become more like I want to get a nice character that I like. So here's Kid Flash. This is the Wally West one. There. And then comes with legs and the itty bitty hands. People have been complaining about how tiny these hands are. Take them out. Alright. Open these out. I'm gonna use the skizzers to open it up. Alright, there we go. So, more into how this one actually came about is I was talking to Asaka the Geek, and he was telling me that the reason why they were so expensive is because McFarlane Toys was looking for a partner to actually sell these on the shelf, because it's cheaper to partner with stores to split on the cost of the toys, and then they can make a larger order to manufacture to sell. I mean, it makes sense. You have larger scale, more quantity of a figure, you can sell them cheaper because it costs less to make them. So yeah, here is this one here. Doesn't look too bad, actually. I don't really like the paint plastic. It's just there's not really much texture on this one, so it just looks kind of cheap. Doesn't look great. But I wish they would smile more. Like, he kind of smiles there. It's pretty cool, right? What a lot of people were making fun of were how small these hands are, because it's like Like, I mean, look at it. Look how small those hands are in conjunction to his gauntlet. It's very funny. It doesn't help also that this is a wide lens, so it's like there's a big distortion. Like, look at that distortion. If it's like this, it looks completely fine. So put those hands aside over there. Looks okay. Can make him run. Wow, his hands are really small. Run. Run for the hills. It's not a very good running pose. There, he's running. He's running. So, put him in the flash shelf. I have a flash shelf. And I don't have a kid flash in this yellow. I'm still looking for Wally West, but I never see him at toy shows. Figured you can probably just find him on eBay, but it's expensive. It's a cool figure. Not bad. Not the best. Here are the legs for the monitor. There you go. That looks like. Okay. Next, we're going to open up some Superman. Superman from Earth 2. Yeah. This one comes with the arms. All right. Let's do it. Get more limbs. This up. So this one's funny because of the card that comes with it. There's a card, and it's an old Superman. It's Kal-El, like the letter L. L. Kal-El, not Kal-El with an E-L. It's a different. How they get away from saying it's a different Superman. Come on. There we go. So many of these black discs. I have so many of these. Nuts. This one has big hand. So big. How they get so big? Put these in tape so we know that they're not Wonder Woman hands. Ooh! Look at this. It's a cloth cape. I know it's a cloth cape. Oh. Oh. Nice. It's a nice surprise. I like cloth capes. I grew up in the 90s. Batman had cloth capes. That was awesome. All right. Snipping away here. Open it up. Okay. So here are the hands, the arms. Ah. Okay, cool. The first time actually seeing what the live looks like on my phone. Yeah. So there he is. This is cool. He has a wide cape. I do wish he was smiling though. That's cool. You can give like this whole like windswept look to it. Dope. That's cool. Some other things to look at here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's not smiling at all. He's a grumpy old man. He's very much like get off my lawn. But what's funny is that in the action figure, right? He has gray on the side of his head, but over here, there's no graying. Funny how that is. This Superman looks like he's struggling to fly. Right? It's cool. He has two hands, so you can have it's these hands here. That's cool. Oh, this is actually a pretty good action figure. It's pretty simple in the look. And then some people have complained about this is that on the front, it's painted and there's belt loops, but in the back, there's no yellow. So some people have been complaining about that. It's also rubber, so it doesn't adhere as well to paint. Um, I mean, I always say that I'm gonna do some custom paint, but I never do because I haven't really found the mentality to do it. Like I need to get the discipline. The discipline. The icon is cool. That's why Mike over earlier was saying that it looks like the Flesher version because it's the old school look. But it, if you cover that up, it totally looks like it. And I love the emblem on the cape actually. Like I've never really thought about the emblem on the cape. I actually now that I think about it, I do like it on the back. It looks cool. Yeah, that's a good action figure actually. I like it a lot. Okay, so we're getting down the line. Yeah, another 10 minutes and we're gonna be close it out. So we're gonna open up a Psycho Pirate. Psycho Pirate. Open him up. This guy's cool. Because he's got two faces. I wonder if he actually has two faces in here. He's supposed to have like multiple faces because his faces are what influence how you feel. So if it's like a sad face, he can impress change your mental stability and make you sad. Which seems not it's really not that cool, but I thought it was a very cool power when I read the book. One story that I have about the book actually is that when I first read it, oh, Brad, what's up, man? I didn't see you there. I have a very strange setup. So if you're still here, I'm glad you're here and watching. And if you're not, sorry about it, buddy. I think it's been about 8 minutes and I haven't seen your message. Let me sign this message really quick. On my YouTube, but should also be on my Instagram. Okay. I got actually what I need to do because I'm doing 2 streams at the same time. I am doing how strange I have to do this. I have 2 streams going on at the same time, and usually I go onto Twitch or to YouTube, and it's video games. But today I am doing it onto YouTube and my Instagram. And it's not ideal because I had to change the look of this in order for it to work with this format. So I have to do a little bit more research and figure it out. We're focused on toys, not research. Come on. Yeah. There we go. That's cool right there. I've always liked how the Flash looks in this one. This is the one where he dies, and I always love that design. So there's Psycho Pirate in there. Unfortunately, he has a gross rubber cape on the back. Yeah. You gotta do the thing again. You gotta snip it. And hopefully my buddy Bevan comes in. So my cousin is actually coming in about 8 minutes. He should be here around that time. And that's when we'll end the stream when he comes. But he said he'd be here around 6:30. So that'll be a good time. Come on. Brad, you're saying I've seen you doing gaming streams, but I haven't watched them. I'm here for. You're here for the toy streams. Well, I'm glad there's one person who's here for the toy streams. I haven't. So what's been going on with me lately is that I moved is since, well, a lot of things. Like when I used to make a lot of content was before 2019, 2020 I was still making content, and then I moved apartments in 2021 time during that Christmas season, and then I just wasn't really in the mood to make any new stuff. I did a couple streams here and there, toy stuff, and then I moved again in last July. I bought a condo. So then, yo, DM26, what's up, man? So I bought a condo, and then after I moved, I just wasn't in the mood to do anything because I had to get everything set up. And then what ended up happening was I was still doing some streams with my friend Tyler, but then he died in October of last year, and I just wasn't in the mood to do any streams. And like we had all these ideas about doing podcasts and like talking about like action figures and stuff like that, and doing it kind of weekly, because the whole point of actually starting my YouTube channel was when Tyler wanted to make it. Like this was back when the New 52 was kind of ending for DC Comics, right? And we wanted to make a YouTube channel about comic books, but because we didn't really live near each other at the time, it was hard to make stuff. So then I decided to keep making content because I thought it was a lot of fun, right? And then we moved closer together. We had a couple streams here and there, some video game content, some toy stuff, some discussions about things. And that was going really well. You know, I had a whole plan about how we were going to go on Zoom and do it, or we were going to do he would come over like on the weekend, like maybe like a once a month or so, and we would do like in person live streams together. But unfortunately, yeah, he passed away in October, so that was a big bummer. And I decided I one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to start streaming again with the new year. So I streamed with a Pokemon Arceus with games, and I'm kind of keeping it simple with just doing it every Wednesday evening PSD, and just doing like online, offline video game streams. But I would like to get back into opening up some toys a couple months here and there, because I do have a lot of toys I want to share. Because like what fun is a toy when you can't share them, right? And Brad, yeah, I have been seeing you make those shorts for those statues. Keep those up, because you've always been really good about how your channel looks. I really admire the way that your videos come together. So I definitely would love to see more original content if you talk about stuff, because yeah, I've been watching a lot of original content where it's just like discussions of things lately. So back to these figures, Psycho Pirate. It's a very shiny guy. I'm rubbing him. I'm molesting this dude. This is a cool character. I really like this one because his power is cool. He can influence how you feel. So if that's his whole thing. He can just like make you feel chaotic or depressed or crazy, laughing, hysterical. The concept is maybe it was novel at the time because it was a power that had to do with mental, psychopathic, whatever. Not that different from like Xavier. This outfit is atrocious, though. I've always thought he had the most ugly outfit ever. What is this? It's terrible. But I like the character, and the articulation is the same articulation that was with this one here, where it's just like very, you can twist them so easy, you know. Um, this one here you can twist them, but for some reason, some figures like Steel, for example, really hard to twist. I'm really forcing that. Do I have any Star Wars toys, DM26? I do, but today I'm not opening up the Star Wars toys like in the back. I don't think you can see it very well. I'm going to try to aim it. Give me a second. I'm going to try to aim my camera over there. So over yonder, and let me get the zoom. See it right there. I'm using technology to show you my collection. Come on. Work technology. Yeah. There you go. So you can kind of see a Boba Fett over there in the middle. So that's my only Star Wars section of stuff. And I do have more Star Wars things, but I'm a big fan of Boba Fett. So that's my Boba Fett collection. And I actually have the Slave One, the big Lego set. But then when I moved, it broke. It fell off the shelf and it shattered. So it's in a big trash bag right now, where I have to reconstruct it. And fortunately, I have all the manuals, but I have to completely pull it apart so that I can follow the directions to put it back together. But that's gonna be something I'll do after I find a place for me to put the Slave One. But Boba Fett is hands down, that's my favorite character. He's awesome. Even though you only see him in like the original for like 4 minutes and he dies. But I'm not the super biggest Star Wars fan these days. But I am excited to see any new movies that come out, because I don't watch a lot of TV, but I'll watch the movies. Yeah, this steel is pretty cool. I kind of want to do what people are doing when they customize this guy, where they just completely make him just look metallic. And I've done that before with Cyborg. When I first tried doing it, that was like my first attempt to paint stuff, and I learned a lot of stuff about it. I learned a lot of stuff about how you should absolutely have a finish so that the paint doesn't leave. And this one here, you probably do need to leave some finish. Baby Yoda is your favorite one, huh? I still haven't watched Mandalorian season 3. I should watch that one. So this one here comes with the monitor torso, and he has stuff in his breasts. He has holes. That must be for his cape. So yeah, that's a Psycho Pirate, and we're gonna move on, and after that we're gonna construct the monitor. So the last one here today that we're opening up is the Spectre. This guy he's not my favorite, but like the whole concept of this dude is cool. He's just the guy who he can't interfere with stuff because it upsets the balance of the forces of nature. Like he's not a good guy or a bad guy. He's just this all-knowing being. He's kind of like the Beyonder or any of those characters that are cosmic, and I just like how he looks. He's cool. A season 3, no, not Boba Fett. Season 3 of Mando. Did I like Book of Boba Fett? Honestly, I watched the first episode and then I didn't watch it after that. And then I watched the last 3 episodes because my buddy told me that the last 3 episodes are basically Mandalorian season 2.5. So I watched it. It was okay. But I need to watch Mando 3. But I've heard mixed things about it, and I don't even know if they're going to make another one. Oh, that's cool. That's the artwork of the Spectre that makes him cool. That's cool. And I don't know if they're going to make another Boba Fett, because Bob Iger took over the company again, and they're really cutting down on how much productions they make, which I think is a good call. I think that Disney Plus making all of those shows people complain about because it's been detrimental to the quality of things. But if you think also about when it came out, those shows they started coming out during the pandemic, and that's when the movies theaters were shut down. You couldn't watch a movie, so those TV shows kind of they it was strategic. It was like it was not like a they weren't all good, but it provided entertainment when you couldn't go to the movie theater. So now I think is a good time for them to stop making the TV shows and to start doing the movies, and then just like let it go to stream because like I just watched Dune 2 and I want to watch it again in theaters. I watched the first Dune in IMAX and nobody was there and it was amazing. I watched Dune 2 in theaters and it was fantastic. So it's there's certain movies where I'll go to the movie theater to go watch it because like I see value in being surrounded, right? But another one that I watched recently was the new Mean Girls musical, and like I don't want to watch that. Yo, Ahsoka, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm opening. You're coming at the very end of my stream, and what's funny is, and thank you for liking the split screen. It is very interesting on how this is because when I first came into this, I saw that Restream, the platform, they had the option for you to do Instagram now, and Instagram in a way where you didn't have to go through this whole back end process to do it. Ooh, that's weird. There's like a splash of paint going on in the back there. Um, and it's like the the interface made it was really easy, but then when I actually pressed go live, it didn't do it where it was like 1920 by 1080. It did 1080 by 1920 like the other way. So then I had to zoom in. So it's not the perfect layout, but like this is good to know. Like I got to figure out how I can do this better. But most people they are gonna when they're on Instagram they're gonna be looking at it this way. But yeah, Soap, it's good to see you. And for those on YouTube, in case you're wondering who I'm talking to, I'm talking to people on my Instagram. So my Instagram is the Nerd Buster. If you want to go over there, I'm doing this weird thing. It's my first time ever doing a stream where it's on to YouTube and to Instagram. Usually I do YouTube and Twitch. So this is a whole process for me that I'm doing. The start of the stream was funny though. It was like literally like me moving things and you're like, what am I supposed to do? Alright, we're getting to the last figure of the night here. Spectre. Ahsoka, you opened up your figures already, right? I'm pretty sure you did. I'm very FOMO about all the figures you get. And then how you have so much space to put them in, even though like your fortress of solitude is packed to the brim. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, here's the Spectre. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a cool figure. I can kind of see why they have the paint on the back. It's to make it look like it's the stars. So if you look closely at this card here, in his cape, there's some white stuff there. That's supposed to be space. So yeah, that's supposed to be space, and there's like planets in there because he's an all-knowing whatever being, and he can be big and small or whatever. There's some texture to his legs and stuff. Yeah, this is a cool figure. I'm happy with this wave. It was expensive, but if like I'm happy, then yeah. Looks like my Instagram just died here for some reason. Let's toggle it on and off. Save. To download this video, view this in your archive. Okay, cool. So then Well, this is a whole bummer, isn't it? My Instagram just died. Hold on. Gotta get the keyboard. Gotta fix the problem. Gotta end this right. Okay, so where is the stuff here? Bear with me, guys. This is me trying to fix things live. So we don't really need that. So just go to create, live video, therapy Friday. Audience, public. Okay, let's just make sure it's correct here. Okay. I don't know how it just stopped all of a sudden. Let's see. It says it's streaming. Yep, there we go. Okay, now it's some weird stuff is what it is. That's what it is. It's just some weird stuff. So yeah, there's Spectre over here. Very cool stuff right there. Boom, 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 boom. This one here, it's also good articulation. Except for the head. The head doesn't really move. Let's make him do like a no pose. No. Give like a punch. Punch. Pretty cool. Jason, what's up, man? You're catching me at the end of the stream. Your brother's gonna be here in a bit. He's visiting for the weekend. Yeah, open up a lot of toys right now. I'm actually almost done. So you actually come in at a really good time because we're finished things all up. We're actually making the monitor figure. So the monitor. Who's the monitor? Right over there. It's that guy. 80s character is what he is. Now let's put this together. We spent all this money to put this together. Let's do it. I also usually have a lot of hard time putting these together. Like sometimes in the past, I've actually had to put into some hot water. Brad, did you get these? Did you order this wave at all? Come on. You can do it. Yeah. There we go. This last one here. Come on. Yeah. Nice. Almost done. We gotta get his this weird thing going on here. Oh yeah. Lost the head. Yes. Wow. That is cool. I actually don't really like this character. I think he's pretty lame, but he's an iconic character. He is the antithesis to the anti-monitor because this guy is the monitor. How creative is that, right? Yeah. I barely remember the original, but it had something to do with the anti-monitor eating the world because he was hungry, and all the heroes fight, and the Flash sacrifices his life somehow to stop the I don't know, and it's very confusing, but whatever. Okay, I don't know what's happening. My computer is doing weird things. I don't know if there was a disruption of signal. Still says it's streaming. I think my computer, like just like me, we have had a day together. We have had a day. We have had the week together. It has been so busy at work. I'm actually pretty surprised by how this turned out. This whole thing, because this is a Zoom QTN camera It's a very strange camera, and it looked terrible, but I made some settings. I changed this to the outdoor mode, which crunches the shadows, so then it actually makes it look like there's less noise. But then if you have the array, like I'll show you. This is actually pretty interesting. Here's a. Oh, I guess you can't. You can. There it is. Okay. So see, it has all these different things here. So that's. But it comes off as kind of grainy. So I keep it on this look here, which is outdoor. This is the outdoor mode. This is the best looking one. Otherwise, it's just not great. And what's kind of cool though is also it also has FOV changes, so you can change it. You can zoom in if you wanted to, right? And then you can also do it like this, where it's like the 150-degree field of vision, and it's like super distorted. Like, whoa. Um, And Jason, you're probably saying like, why are you using that? Why aren't you using a GoPro? I'm like, well, for some reason the GoPro has a latency problem that I've never been able to fix. So yeah. And oh okay, Brad, you were saying you cherry pick the McFarlanes. I'm the same now. I have learned my lesson. Unless I really want the figure, then I will buy it at full price. And it's becoming very rare where I will buy the figures full price. This is one where I did buy it full price. This one here, I had to buy it on a really cheap price on Mercari, but with all the fees and everything, the shipping, it came out to be regular. And on Walmart, it was actually $6, but I couldn't buy it because there wasn't one near me. So that's the story of that. Wonder Woman, I bought full price because it's awesome. This one I bought full price, but I think this might actually start to clearance soon. But I really like this one. And I can show you like a bunch of other ones, but I think I'll save it for the next stream. I gotta save some stuff, but I got like a bunch up there, and I gotta close it out because my guest of honor is here. But yeah, I just wanted to let's do a recap. Let me just show you all this cool stuff. So, first figure we opened out the gate was actually Steel, Black Lightning. Then we opened up Wonder Woman. This is really awesome. I really like this Wonder Woman figure. It's really good. Then we open up the wave for Crisis on Infinite Earths. Kid Flash first, which is okay. Superman, which is really cool because of the cloth cape. Really like this one here. Then we opened up Psycho Pirates. Then we opened up Spectre, which is like one of the big reasons why I bought this wave, because Spectre is a very... There's just something about this figure, this character design that I've always really liked. I don't know why. He's just cool looking. And then did that so we can build the anti-monitor. So yeah, there we go. We did it. Plastic friends are out. We're gonna play with the action figures. Friday night, baby. That's what we do. That's what childless 34-year-olds do on the Fridays. That's great. Right, well, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for bearing with me in the technical difficulties. And, watch out for my usual weekly streams on Wednesday nights for video games. And then I'll probably start to do these toy streams on a bi-monthly thing. So I'll probably do them the weekends. I just need to do this on Friday because they just work for the schedule. But I needed to open up these toys finally. So thanks for watching, guys. And I will catch you on next one. Adios.